In the competitive world of amateur sports, this campus in Canberra is Australia's secret weapon. The Australian Institute of Sport is the top training centre for this nation's elite athletes.
I think we've got a long history of sports excellence in Australia. Better there.
Yeah.
Here, sports scientists are always dreaming up new ways of shaving off fractions of a second, or giving team sport athletes that extra edge.
We're all really hell-bent on being number one. Number two's okay, but it's not good enough.
Damien Farrell believes the secret to staying in the winner's lane comes from developing a skill some believe only gifted athletes possess. It's called game sense.
Game sense to me is that player that you see in a team sport. And if I use ice hockey, we talk about a Wayne Gretzky. He always appeared at the right time and right place to get the puck. Well done, Beck.
One of the world's leading specialists in athletic skill enhancement, Farrell believes game sense isn't limited to athletes who are born with it.
These qualities are trainable, and they are qualities that separate the best from the rest. Okay, Beck, here's your first clip.
Now the Institute is using technology to actually improve game sense.
We can use visual simulation strategies to fast-track these skills.
One way to spike athletes' game sense is to keep them in the dark.
All of a sudden the lights go out and you've still got to try and hit the ball.
Okay, let's do some occlusion training.
Called visual occlusion traiing.
Well, let's just check the goggles. So that's closed, that's open.
An athlete wears a pair of electronic goggles that blind them at the push of a button.
Yeah, so at this point Adam can see virtually nothing.
Nothing.
And at this point he can see perfectly clearly again.
Oh, it's scary. Hoping I don't get hit in the face.
It looks like some kind of Jedi mind training from Star Wars. But the idea is to train the athlete to anticipate his opponent's actions, something great athletes are able to do.
Rather than waiting till the ball's already halfway on its way to the receiver, they already know where it's going to happen just before the contact point or even earlier.
Nice. We basically take away the flight of the ball, and so it forces the player to really cue in to their opponent's technique.
Not being able to see a ball hit my arms is quite weird. It helps my volleyball a lot.
Other athletes use game sense training after being sidelined by an injury. Under doctor's orders, Beck Schatz can't practice with her team yet.
Welcome to our 3D simulator.
So she's about to sharpen her skills against a virtual team.
Well done, good option.
One-on-one against the 3D Visual Simulation Center, Beck's decision-making skills are put to the test against projected players.
It's as if you had the ball and you might be standing outside the three-point line. You got teammates calling for the ball. You're going to have the ball in your hands. If you've got a pass, shadow pass towards the player you want to pass to.
In this scenario,
here we go.
Beck has the ball and must decide whether to pass or shoot or dribble.
Obviously the aim of 3D is to create some depth information into the image that you don't have in a normal two-dimensional projected image. Oh, Beck, how'd you go?
Results from the 3D simulator show a 5 to 10% improvement in athletes' perceptual skills.
Passing option. So yeah, I think really you should just take the responsibility and take it to the hoop a little bit more often and back yourself in.
It's actually very realistic. It feels as though you're on the court.
Quite often players have to prepare a response before their opponents finish doing what they were doing. We like to try and fast-track the development of those skills by using some of these methodologies like simulation training.
Just going to pop this headpiece on.
Another high-tech way for Beck to get her head in the game is to keep a close eye on where she's looking.
I get you to look at some basketball clips up on the screen.
This strange contraption tracks eye movement as athletes react to game clips.
So basically the instrument calculates where the eye is looking, and then the final result is in this screen up here. You can see this cross here is showing us exactly where Beck is looking within the scene that her head is pointing towards.
Drive right.
Calibrated to the center of her pupil, the eye motion tracker analyzes every flicker.
It basically gives us a little bit of a window into what their attention is focusing on. The pattern that David talked about is what you might do in a game.
But for athletes used to doing drills in the gym, all this technology takes some getting used to.
It's a bit different, but if that's what it takes, then I'm happy to do it.
Australian competitors are expected to excel. But with these mind games on their side, the odds of gold medal glory just got greater.